Hi guys! So today I have a review for you, but before I get into the review, I'm filming on my vlog camera right now, mostly because my other camera is having battery issues. So I hope the quality isn't that bad and I hope the audio is okay. That being said, I have a review for you guys today, and that is on the Chromasilk Vivids Locked In dyes. I have these in Locked In Teal, Locked In Pink, and Locked In Purple as I drop it. I've recorded this video twice because the first time that I did it, it was kind of a first impressions video, and my opinion has kind of changed since then, since I've seen it fade and since I've dealt with it over the course of the last 3 weeks, and because I wanted to kind of just give you guys a little input into how these dyes work as I drop them. A little disclaimer, I am in no way, shape, or form a professional at all. Nope. So this is my opinion based on like a normal person, like someone who is not licensed. I have been doing my own hair for a very long time. I am 27, going to be 28, and I've been doing my own hair since I was 13 years old. So I do have a good kind of knowledge on how to dye your own hair, funky colors and crazy colors. I've used a ton of different dyes. I'll put a link down below to all the different dye reviews I've done. Everything from Manic Panic to regular Pravana, special effects, you name it, I have tried it. I even have a video on how to maintain color, so I do know how to maintain my hair color, and I have a lot of tutorials on my channel regarding how to dye your hair. So even though I'm not licensed, I pretty much know the basics on how to do hair, and I've been doing my own hair, so I'm just letting you guys know, a little disclaimer, I'm not a professional. To what most of you guys have come to this video for, the review. And I picked these up because they were kind of a little bit of hype about it. I've seen like professional people on YouTube use it. I've heard other like YouTubers talk about it, and I was like, huh, Locked In. Okay, let me try it. Now what this dye is supposed to do, it's supposed to be transfer proof, it's not supposed to fade into other colors, and when you're dyeing your hair, it's literally just supposed to get sucked up into your hair and not transfer onto anything. It's also supposed to last longer than regular dye. That being said, those are the claims of it, so I am just going to get into the review. It actually says right on the product, non-transferring vibrant colors. So, like I said, I have Vivids Teal, Vivids Pink, and Vivids Purple. And if you guys watch my hair tutorial on how I dyed my hair this color, you will know that the purple in my hair is regular Pravana Violet, the pink in my hair for the most part is Pravana Magenta, and the teal in my hair is the Pravana Teal. I was originally going to do my whole head with all three of these colors, but I got this in first, and these took 2 weeks to get here. So rather than waiting, I just used the other colors, which I'm so glad I did, because if I would have had to have gone through the struggle of what I had to go through with this, and a little bit of this, because I did use this later on, I probably would have freaked the hell out and just given up on dyeing my hair like this. So, you guys are probably like, oh my gosh, I'm in for a crazy review. So, done with the rambling. When I dye my hair, I have showed this in my How to Get Galaxy Hair tutorial, that I usually dye extensions colors so I can see how the dyes act together, how the dyes look together, and just in general how the dyes will go on my hair. Now, my hair was really blonde before I put the teal in. So before you guys say my hair wasn't lightened enough, my hair was like, I want to say like pale blonde, like really freaking blonde. I will put a picture right here, and that's how blonde my hair was. So this is my color swatch of just regular Pravana Violet. Not diluted, not nothing. It's just straight Pravana Violet. Look how vibrant and bright that is, and how like it is saturated in the extension. This took very little bit of dye. Pravana is known to do that. You do not need a lot of dye. A little of this does go a long way. This right here is Pravana Locked In Teal. Now if you guys can see, it is pretty vibrant, but you can see it's kind of patchy. It's not completely saturated in the hair, and it is kind of splotchy. Now I find the reason for that is the texture of this dye. I was quite shocked when I was to squirt out the dye into the bowl that it is a gel consistency. My mind was completely blown. I was like, what? Most dyes that I do use are not even close to being a gel consistency. They're like a cream or conditioner kind of consistency, not a gel. So I was a little bit off put on how I'm going to put this on my hair. So I mixed it together and I didn't put any conditioner on it. I just used it as is, and I dyed the extension, and as you guys can see, it came out a little bit patchy, and it was really hard to work into the hair, like insanely hard to work into the hair. And I said that in my original review, that it was really hard to work into the hair. Like, you really had to rub it in, and you needed a lot. Now, I know I'm wearing extensions right now, but for the most part, you can see where the teal is. I have spots back here, I have some over here, and if you guys can see, I have some teal in my extensions. The teal in my extensions are super vibrant because I've washed my extensions twice. Once actually, once the dye's been in it. I've had my extensions dyed for about 2 weeks, but I haven't used them every day, so I didn't feel the need to wash them. So this is basically what it looks like, the teal in the extensions at its like pow bam in your face, highest opacity. Now, when I was doing my hair, I barely did a lot of spots. Like, if you guys can see, I did some up here. The whole back of my head is just purple and pink because I didn't want to have to worry about working that into the back of my head because it was really hard to just work in. That being said, I dyed this piece of extension, a couple of pieces of this extension, and very little bits of my hair. And I went through a whole damn tube. Why? Because you need so much of this product to just work into your hair, and that is not cool at all. Not to mention, I had a little bit left over, and after the first, actually no, the second wash, almost all of the color had basically come out. This is the second application of it in my hair in 3 weeks. And you can see, I believe it's back here, how much it's like faded. And that's the second application in 3 weeks. And I did exactly what it said. I kept it in my hair for as long as the box said, and it still just felt like it washed out. And one of my friends was like, maybe it's because it's green. Green dyes come out of your hair so easy, maybe it's because it's green. And originally, if you guys watched my how to do galaxy hair tutorial, I had put just a little bit of Manic Panic Hot Pink with some conditioner in my bangs because I knew it was gonna fade, and because I kind of wanted to test out the Pravana Locked In pink. So I did use a little bit. If you guys can see, it's not a whole lot. I did open it, I have some out of it. But I did want to use some of the Locked In pink in my bangs. So as soon as I got this in the mail, my bangs, which was about a week and a half ago when I did my extensions, my bangs, because they were a pastel pink, had faded pretty much because I used Manic Panic. If I put the Pravana magenta in there, it would have still been really vibrant. So it had faded to roughly look like what it looks like now. And I took some of the Locked In pink, and while I was doing my extensions, I just put it in my bangs. So my extensions are the Pravana regular magenta, and if you guys can see, it's super vibrant. And this is what the hot pink looks like after, or the Pravana Locked In pink looks like after a week and a half. 3 washes. So yeah, it also basically faded really blotchy out of my hair. It is in no way, shape, or form vibrant. It is very much like splotchy, and not to mention when you put it in your hair, it gets so greasy. I didn't really notice it when I had all the other colors in my hair for the fact of I had a bunch of other dyes, but when I was washing out just my bangs, I had to wash my bangs, I want to say 2 times, which obviously you lose dye because it was so greasy. It was like a big old grease ball. I couldn't handle it. It was just disgusting. So there's that. Now for the whole Locked In qualities, does it transfer? Does it bleed into other colors? I don't know if you guys can see, but when I did the teal, it's not like a baby blue, but it didn't go into the purple, and it didn't really go into the pink at all. Even when I did it with my extensions, if you guys can see, I have it on like one whole link, and I washed all the extensions together, and the pink and the purple are not affected by the teal at all. So it doesn't transfer, and I noticed when I was rinsing it out, I rinsed this out with a blonde strip to see if it would transfer, and it does get like sucked in there, and the water does run clear. So its claims of it locking in and being transfer proof are true, but I feel like it comes with a price that it doesn't last that long. And it's so hard to work into your hair. I really don't feel like it's worth it. Not to mention the smell is, Pravana dyes usually have a really good smell, and this one just smell, I'm gonna have to smell it again to explain it to you guys. Yeah, that's what it smells like. It smells like, it's just a really potent, like, not even a clean smell. It's like a fruity but clean. Like if you smell like fresh linens from like Bath and Body Works with like a hint of like a fruity smell, that's what it smells like, but it's so overpowering that when you have it in your hair, it just takes over. That's all it smells like. So I think I'm gonna do this just so I can show you guys a different texture of it, because it doesn't stay in your hand, so I can show you guys the gel texture. So I'm just gonna do this. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's the texture of it. It's completely freaking clear. Can you see that? Like, I'm not sure if you guys can. I'm gonna do this. This is dangerous. Look at that. It's a complete clear texture. Can you guys see that? That's just insane to me. Like, now I have shit on my hand, but it's like, it's insane, and it like, look at that. It's just really hard to work into your hands, and the color doesn't absorb that well. Now, I've been watching other videos of cosmetologists using this, and they use it for a lot of surface dyeing. Like, Rebecca Taylor used it to put dots on somebody's head, and somebody else used it to put like pixels, like the whole pixel trend and stuff like that on someone's hair. And they're really just dyeing the surface of it, because they probably don't have to work it into the hair, because it's a pain in the ass to work into the hair. Like, I've never had a dye in my time of dyeing hair that has been such a pain in the ass to work into the hair. Like, I literally had to like rub, I think I went through like half of this tube alone on my extensions, like boom, like that much on my little bit that were in my extensions. I don't know if you guys can see, but the little bit that was in my extensions, I had to literally work it through so damn freaking much, because it just would not absorb into the hair at all. Nope. It wouldn't. It's such a pain in the ass. It is so not worth it. These go for roughly around the same amount as regular Pravana dyes, and to be completely honest with you, I don't see these mixing well because of the gel consistency. I would much rather just get the regular Pravana, the Pravana Vivids, the Pravana Pastels, or the Pravana Neons, because I feel like you're gonna have a better time with it than using this stuff, because this stuff sucks, seriously. It leaves your hair so quick, it doesn't last long. Sure, it doesn't transfer when you're dyeing it, but what are you getting from it? Hair dye that doesn't last that long. Totally not. Guys, enjoyed my review, it's still on my hand, of the Pravana locked in dyes, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any stories about you using it, or any stories about anyone else you know using it that actually had a better time with it and had a better technique of working with it, let me know, because I have 2 bottles of this now that I need to use, and I don't see myself using it. So if you guys can let me know better ways to use this, ways to make it work, please comment down below, because I can use all the help that I can get. If you haven't subscribed to me, click the subscribe button. Please give my video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!